The following is for mature audiences only. Episodes will contain coarse and explicit language and very serious subject matter. Some discussions will include talk of mental illness, violence, racism, self-harm, but not limited to. Such conversations may also include audible graphic descriptions. Viewer discretion is advised. Hi everyone, welcome to Opinions. Full video and audio episodes can be seen on patreon.com/The Opinions Show. But of course we do have all the other social media that is mandatory if you prefer. Enjoy the show. This might hit your feet. And 3, 2, 5, 4.
Opinions are like assholes.
Wait.
Oh,
Go back. Wait till you're in full frame,
oh God.
because you still can't see you.
That's why I want to say hi, welcome. Oh, that's really close. Now you're really being in.
Well, I know, but we're gonna just wait.
know.
So, I know I'm pretty happy with this setup right now, but yeah. So this is a little bit interesting and a little bit different, but I'm happy with it, and I'm happy to be here. And there you go.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and so do I. My name is Cinder Star. I'm your co-host. I use the pronouns they and them.
Hi everyone, and I'm the other host. That's right. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and so do I. So, welcome. We tried something a little bit different and fancy just because, you know, why the hell not? Hopefully, you've been joining us on this journey here. Oh yeah, there's my camera there. How's your camera looking?
Oh, my camera's fabulous, darling.
Yeah. I'm just freaking out thinking this audio's not working. We've been through so much with this crap.
But you know what?
What?
It's all good. How's
It's
your
all
cappuccino?
good. It's all right. All day.
Yeah.
All night.
Oh God.
We've just aged ourselves.
I know, badly.
Mm.
But who's counting?
Well, it's a mocha, but it's delicious.
Oh, it's a mocha.
Yeah.
Oh. Fabulous.
Mocha. There's no joke there.
No, can't.
Tell the people what's happening for those who are new here.
Right. So, folks, we have a dictionary, and what we do is we will randomly just pick a word, and we'll read what that word means, and then that will lead us off in our conversation. So, here we have the dictionary. I'm just gonna randomly open it to a page, stick my finger on the word.
This time we have a highlighter. We're using a highlighter because,
Yes.
you know.
And today's word is score. Sorry.
Well, tell us, what is the definition of the word score?
So score is a noun, plural, scores, or in scene, to score. 1, the number of points or goals made in a game as a result. 2, old use, 20. 3 score years, and 10 means 3 times 20 plus 10 equals 70 years. Okay. 3, written or printed music. On that score, for that reason, because of that, you need to work. Worry on that score. Well, that was a hard word. Need it with apostrophe T.
I'm thinking next time we're reading, just hold it up to here to you. You know, I'm not seeing you.
Oh.
Right? Hold it up, like, on this side, though, where the bubblegum machine is. Can you... Yeah, right? Is that not better?
Sure. Score, plural.
So, hang on. You said something there that was interesting to me. You said the whole thing there about... What is it? 3 score times 10 is 70.
So it says here, like, okay, so number 2, it says in comma, old use, 20, and then it goes little diamond, and then it goes 3 score years, and 10 means 3 times 20 plus 10 equals 70.
But why is it times... Like, okay, you know I'm hearing this, right? Because what I'm hearing is that old quotation that Abraham Lincoln said, 7 years. Right, is that what it means? Because 4 score is supposed to be like, it's not 4 years.
I said 3, not 4.
No, I know, but that's just the example
Oh.
they're using.
Okay.
Because it could be 5 score, 6 score, 10 score. So you're saying multiply 3 by 20
Yeah.
to get 70
Plus 10
plus 10.
gives you 70.
The fuck kind of math is this?
I don't know, but this is your dictionary, darling, not mine.
It's not my dictionary. I happen to have stolen it from the library.
Well, no wonder it's Oxford Pocket School Dictionary.
Oxford Pocket School Dictionary.
Right, we're gonna get British now, shall we? Right, cheerio. Come on now, chap. Let's go.
You fucking wanker.
Us? I love wanking. I also like buttholes too.
I know. Well, so let's talk about this then, because here's the thing, right? It's, oops,
I bumped my microphone.
score.
Score.
But I don't understand that math, because you see, you take 3, multiply by 20,
plus 10.
that's 60, but why are you adding it?
I don't know, it's what the fucking dictionary says.
But I love how there's no reference to that, saying, like, Google this, or Google, well, I wouldn't be Google, but, like, explanation of, like, what is that mathematical equation? How do I, like, just an example of saying, see, equation, mathematics of old ancient English. I don't know, but there's no, like, explanation, right? There's no reference.
You're missing the and 10 part, though.
Oh, let me see the what?
And 10. That's what I said, because it means and means plus.
Hang on, wait. And 10. That's true. So, okay. 3 score years and 10. So that's an actual quote.
Oh, is that what that is?
Well, that's why there's, like, the quotations on it. So, the quotation is, it's 3 score years and 10. Yeah. Means 3 times 20 plus 10 equals 70.
Years.
Well, that makes sense now to me. I had to visually see it to get it.
Whoa.
Got it. So literally, it's just saying 3 score years and 10. So you're just saying it. You're saying the word as opposed to reading the number.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But that is Old English. So if
that is very Old English.
So if they said 4 score and 7 years, that would be 4 times 20 plus 7. So 4 times... Got it, so 47 years. That's what Abraham Lincoln was saying then.
Yes.
Right. 4 score...
4 times 2 is 60, yeah.
And 7 years.
Plus 7 is 47.
So 47 years.
Yes.
But why is it that we're multiplying by 20? That's still... Why that decision? I get the 3, because the 3 multiplying...
I'm not an English major. I don't know.
Why do I think it's a math thing?
Well,
was that a math thing or an English thing?
I think an English thing.
Both? Is the words... Because it's not saying here that the word score also means times 20. Why did they choose 20 as the number as opposed to, say, 40 as the number?
And you have to go back in time and ask the person who created this.
Well, I'm sure I can look... Oh, that's interesting. There's more than one... Did you read all the way down to the bottom?
What? There...
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ooh, why don't you highlight the second one then, too? Because you read right through. That's as a verb. Yeah, highlight the second one. We went right through to the bottom. That's interesting. Right? But isn't... You know what? So, yeah.
Well,
so
no, there's score. Okay, yeah.
See, in the dictionary, because it says score, and then it gives you a definition, and then it throws it down there again because it's a... Is it a verb?
It's a verb.
What's the first one? A noun?
So, score is a noun.
And then the second one was a verb. So it actually separated as 2 different definitions. Right. As opposed to putting it in one. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Maybe it's because it's a school... Whoops. Maybe it's because it's a school dictionary, so they want you to learn the differences?
Well, here's the verb. Okay,
well, you did read the verb.
No, I read the noun. I didn't read the verb.
Oh, okay. So why don't why don't you reread the noun... And then explain so people know the difference, because not everyone's visually... Well, I mean, visually doesn't even matter, because I had to look at the damn dictionary to understand 3 score and 7 years. Muffy was in the kitchen baking pies while I was screwing the witch's nephew on the front porch after feeding blueberry scones to the chuckling ponies and the Hebrides. Every morning we'd get up, you see, and we'd do that. I feel like we should turn this into an animation without the voices I'm bloody doing here. Kids would love this, wouldn't they?
But it's not... This show is definitely not for children.
Wait, no, child at heart, maybe. Child at heart.
Oh, well, yes.
I love children.
Oh,
People say that I've got a children's heart.
Oh.
And they're not wrong. Yes, I keep it in a jar on my desk.
Right. So, score. Noun. Plural. Scores. Or, in sense, to score. 1. The number of points or goals made in a game as a result. 2. Old use. 20. 3 score years and 10 means 3 times 20 plus 10 equals 70 years. Written or printed music. On that score for that reason. Because of that, you need it worry on that score. Now score and oop. God damn it, I hit my microphone. Score verb. Score, scoring, scored. Get a point or goal in the game. 2. Keep account of the score. 3. Mark with lines or cuts. And 4. Written out a musical score. Score, a noun from the Old Norse.
But that was the verb, the second half. Interesting.
Yes.
Because didn't it bring up musical in both sections?
Well, yeah, because a score is music. That's to write, like...
No, but as a noun and a verb.
Well, yeah, because a score, for music, when music, it's different, though. Because music, it's like, your score is like your time beat. So it's like 1, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4. Most music is now... when I was did music, everything was in 4/4, so it's like 4 beats to 1 count.
Yeah, I remember that from
right?
Choir.
And then it's the same thing with singing too. It's like you got to go with your beats. So that's where scores come in.
That's interesting because it had it as a noun and a verb, both of them. You know what I'm not hearing though? You know what? Sorry, I just noticed your microphone is like pointing towards you, and that's why you hit it. Just no, like this bending part. Just do that. Like more towards, yeah. Just pinch this together.
Is that better?
Hang on. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's my tits. They're in the way. What can I say?
There we go. That's a little. There, and then you can even bring it closer to you. So then we're. Is that tight enough?
I don't know.
Oh, if you tighten that, there we go. Now it's not gonna. Well, I mean, if you want to loosen it, you can loosen it, and then you can go up and down.
Right? Oh,
right. Up
yeah.
and down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so. You know, it didn't say anything about that, and I'm doing it again. I can't. My mind is filthy. It said
For
nothing
once.
about.
For once, I'm not filthy. It's because my tits are in the way. I forget how much of distance I have.
Yeah, it's true.
My tits are very large.
That's your fault. So.
And I wore the small plate, too.
Cheers.
Could you imagine if I wore my larger ones? I would have been like Dolly Parton.
Working 9 to 5.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Sorry, we gotta stop singing because we're gonna get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we can't say it. What a way to make a living. Oh. That's that's ironic. Oh, that's good. We just sang a song and we're talking about score. But you know what it doesn't say to me?
What?
How come there's maybe it's because first of all,
this
dictionary came out probably like 20 years ago. I'm guessing it's 1996, the dictionary we're using? Is it?
2002.
Okay, so that doesn't really track, I guess, except for the fact of...
We're using the 3rd edition?
Except for the fact that it is a school, but
so
there's no mention in there of the word score, as in...
A sexual, like, to get laid? Like, I scored a date? Or, like, I scored...
Yeah, I scored a date, like, you score. But, yeah, but
well,
I think...
it does, actually. They just do it very politically.
Well, there's so many examples. So what's the example when you...
get? Well, in the sense of, like, to score with somebody, you can get a point or a goal in the game, or count of the score. You know, keep account of the score. So, keep account of how many men you sleep with, in my case. I always keep track of all the men I sleep with. I don't know about you, but wait.
Do you have a list of people?
Yeah, I do actually.
Like with names
and their phone number and the day when we connected.
No, I get
and
that.
then,
Like everyone has like a contact.
But I mean,
book.
but yeah.
But do you have like a separate list of like incidences and things you've done?
Well, of course,
and not just for like sexual health purposes, but for like just a score sheet. I mean, a score sheet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I do score people.
No, I don't mean like rate them.
No, I do. But, like, it doesn't matter if they're a stranger or not, but, like, I actually score people. So that when the guy...
Am I on this list?
Of course, darling. I wouldn't be sitting here if I wasn't, if you weren't.
So you only interact with people who you've had some sort of sexual encounter with?
Well, I mean, that and also, like...
I'm revealing a lot here, everybody.
I'm like, how well, like, I can...
I went to college, come on.
So did I.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's not gay if you don't swallow.
Well... Sure.
No homo.
My dick's only a homo, not me.
No homo. No homo.
But anyways, but yeah, no, I score people. And if they got a pretty low scoring, chances are I will block them and never
Like,
have
do you
anything
need to actually write this down to know that?
Oh, I do.
But do you need to?
Yes.
To know this? Like, I mean, if I pick up a girl at a bar and there was no
have to know their name.
sexual... What?
You need to at least know the person's name and
I'll give them a name. I don't care.
Oh, see,
But-
I don't nickname people.
I'll give her a name. No, but if I take this girl home, we hook up, and it's not enjoyable, I don't need to make a note. I'm just like, I don't need to. But then I'm never going to see them again anyways. I don't need your number. I never took your number.
See, I don't just randomly go to a bar and pick up somebody because they usually pick me up, and then and even those ones I've had people pick me up from a show and want to take me home or want to come back to my place, and those people have never. One person that's actually only ever made on my list where I actually scored them.
So here's the interesting question. I guess let's separate from that because that makes me wonder how. So for you, if and when you decide to take someone home and make love, put on some Barry White and candles, how well do you feel you need to know them then?
Oh, I've at least had to sleep with him at least twice.
Wait, what? No, like the first time, I mean.
Oh,
like are you not that kind of person to just have a random one-night stand? Or have you ever done that? It's just not your thing necessarily. You don't look for that, but if it happens, it happens. It just has to be the right person.
I think when I used to escort, that's where a lot of my clients were like that. They were like one-night stands because I would never have a repeat client.
But aside from that, personally, not work.
Personally, no.
Not in the sex work industry.
Personally, no. Yeah.
So they've all become friends for all incentive purposes.
Well, friends, I can like. Yeah, I don't have like a random stranger just want to come up and have sex with me and then like not even exchange names. I've never had that experience.
Okay.
I'm kind of picky, I think, at times.
So you know people to like at least 5 minutes before you decide to.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Okay, so it's not. Yeah.
I think
right.
I think it's just because of like my childhood, right? Like, 'cause like I didn't really experience a lot of things like that, right? So you gotta realize.
Well, I'm really happy you didn't experience things like that as a child.
Well, I mean, but my childhood upbringing was group homes, being raped for 10 years. Like, it really fucked with my whole sexual desires or whatever, right? Because it's like, I don't know, just one of those things.
Yeah, it wasn't an appropriate situation that you were surrounded by when it came to intimacy.
Right.
Yeah.
I was never really showing proper intimacy, like not in a way like to know like what love really feels like or like what true love is supposed to feel like.
I think understanding the difference is one of the most complicated things because you just kind of, in your situation, there was situations put on you that you couldn't do anything about per se as a child because you're a child. So that screws up the whole aspect of you as you grow up. Having these discoveries, going to college, having hookups, dating, but then you start to learn what is the difference in the emotion attached to hooking up or going on a date or looking for a serious relationship. And they threw a wrench into that and it wasn't your choice.
Yeah.
So it's a different feeling for you. You're not making the decision of, say, hooking up with someone in the same mind frame or the same aspect that somebody else would who didn't go through some of the childhood trauma that you did. You feel it different. You understand dating a little bit different than other people will.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, I mean, that's just a given. We all do to some extent.
Yep,
But
totally.
when it comes to being abused as a child, and when it ventures into the aspect of hurting children physically, emotionally, unfortunately, even to the extent of sexual assault, it completely changes your everything about relationships as an adult later.
Oh yeah, very much so.
I can account to a little bit of that as a child. There were moments in my childhood where, you know, it never got as far as full-on sexual assault, but there were definite moments where we're either on the line here or I feel like you're crossing the line with some adults that I'd met as a child. My father, unfortunately, being one of them, but that is the biggest thing. Usually it's family, like
the people that are closest to you that take advantage of you. And
For me, it was kind of the opposite.
it wasn't family.
It was foster home families that I was in.
Right. It was people that had access to you easily.
Well, yeah. I mean, most of the families had their children also. So it was like a family setting. So I was always put in that type of home. But yeah.
It's such a brutal thing. I'd spent years going through therapy, and I'm not done my therapy because of it. There's a part of me that I know that there's some stuff that's been locked away as a child that has, you know, for like the body will automatically defend itself, protect itself.
Yeah, for sure.
When you go through certain trauma, you might even block stuff out. And I know as a child, well, at least I feel like as a, ooh, what's this? Sorry, I gotta turn the internet off here. Hang on. Actually, I'm just gonna turn off the audio there because I don't want to hear those pop-ups. Sorry. You know, I feel that there's a couple of things left in me that I haven't really
got to bring up yet.
The potential, I feel like there is, and my childhood trauma has just got, you know, covered it up because it was too much to handle. So I get that. I feel like that's all that's left currently for me to explore as an adult to completely heal. I'm just not in the place that I'm ready to go into that with a psychologist. Because it's like the old adage says, like, you have to be rich to go crazy. Because
No, you don't.
I need the time off, and if I'm not working, I need money in the bank to still have food and all this. And if I have a mental breakdown, you have to be rich to go crazy. You can't afford to go crazy when you're poor.
Well, actually, I'm poor, and I've gone crazy, and I turned out perfectly fine.
Right, but I mean,
it's
it's the extreme case I'm talking about. Of like completely having to be committed.
Oh, I've almost been there myself.
You
like,
know?
and I mean, because of like the fact that didn't get committed, is because I knew the difference, right? Like, I actually acknowledged that I wasn't the one. What happened to me was not my fault, even though I may have instigated a lot of my sexual predators. Right? Like, I knew sexually at a young age men were like the ones I was going to be attracted to.
Right, so you're saying it was an instigation. I want to clarify this to anybody who's listening. The way I hear this coming from you, it's an instigation in the regards that you were curious as someone who's growing up about sex and all of this. What I feel like maybe you didn't understand is where as an adult and children, that line shouldn't be crossed, and there was no one to tell you not.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a horrendous thing, and for those of you listening right now, what we've been through, and people that may have been through sexual assault, whether as a youth, as a child, as an adult, it's
hard to talk about.
I can't even explain to you the how it destroys you emotionally, how it rips you apart, but understanding and accepting the realities of it and understanding yourself is what makes you able to learn how to live with what happened, because you can never get rid of it.
No.
And you can never get to the point where it's not a part of you, because it happened.
But
it's learning how to have life with this thing in the past, and so that it doesn't stop you from living.
That's right.
And so what you're saying is, what I'm hearing is you understand yourself. Yeah.
It is.
For me, I don't think I'm ready to explore certain things yet, just because of where I am in my life right now.
Yeah.
And I say that because, so, in 2013, in 2013, I was committed to psychiatrics.
Wow.
I don't know, I actually did a documentary about it. A quick 5-minute. You didn't see this documentary?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's on my YouTube channel, and I did this documentary, and I didn't really explore every aspect. It was a quick little thing.
You're right.
Right? I'm working on a feature documentary about my experience. So I was committed. Not a big thing in the regards of timeline. It was one day. It was overnight. A psychologist came down, assessed me, and assessed that I wasn't a threat to myself.
Right.
Anymore, or at the time, but I had to go to counseling. Now, the problem therein, the counseling services that were offered and included, there was only so many visits, and it was a counselor. I needed a psychologist.
Yeah.
And that's expensive. That's not covered.
No.
I started going to one, right? And I started to understand more. But like that, this is a long road. And so when that first initially happened, this didn't have anything to do with my childhood to a certain extent. So what happened as an adult, so to explain why I'm not ready, as an adult, the breakdown / breakthrough that I went through as an adult was, I guess, serious. But I think to myself, if what I'm feeling about my childhood is even closer to the truth of what I'm thinking, I'm really concerned of what my emotional state's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
If I ended up in psychiatrics and then as an outpatient, as a grown adult who was cognitively aware of being abused. So that's why I ended up in psychiatrics, because I was abused by my partner. And as an adult, my partner sexually assaulted me. And I mean, we can talk about this on a different episode, because I really don't like, I mean, I don't know, whatever. It's a big thing. It's not easy. And so it wasn't like an overnight realization. It was time. And so with that breakdown, I thought it could be worse. And I just don't think I have the time and energy right now to go through that.
Well, yeah, it takes a long time. Like, I'm lucky because I have those services available to me because of being on disability, right? So I can go and see a psychiatrist or psychologist and talk about all of this, right? Whereas, like, in your case, you're not able to. But I also work a lot faster than most people. Like, I can process things and understand the meaning behind them all, and being able to go, okay, I can accept this, and now I learned, or I understand now, and I can move on, right? I quickly move, like, fast.
Hi everyone, if you didn't already know, Opinions has new episodes every Monday. And if you'd like to watch the full video and audio episode, head over to patreon.com/The Opinions Show. Opinions is recorded live in Vancouver, Canada, and on location at the Bump and Grind Cafe, and is a production of atkafilms.com.